the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I praise him for his son, Yeshua, the Savior of the house of Israel. 10,000 and over. I know he has never lost to anyone or anything. Yeshua's undefeated.
They beat him on the road to Gethsemane. He was our savior, but they treated him like an enemy. Manslaughter for his garments couldn't break his extremities, as it was written in the Psalms and the prophecies. Yeah, they dragged him through the city, gave him a thorn for crime, mocked him and laughed at him, tried breaking him down, but he pushed him in pain. He didn't make a mumbling sound. Some whipped him so bad his blood saturated the ground. Then he was nailed to a tree. They stretched out both of his hands. His side was open. That's where the soldier weapon was rammed. At any time he could have called down a legion to kill him. Just to hop about the chariots and murder them niggas. Darkness filled the skies, then the earth shook in its pain. The temple veil was torn, it was ripped into twain. Roman soldiers were trembling, gripping their weapons in shame. Still nobody understood the power contained in his name. He said it was finished, took his last breath, gave up the ghost and proceeded to go down in death. Even the tomb knew Yahweh wasn't done yet. He knew his purpose and he played it like a clarinet. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated.
Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. We live in effect. We live in effect. We got YouTube done, StreamYard done changed up my controls. Trying to get familiar with this thing. I got on the ones and twos, brother Stephen Israel. I got my brother Cortez, the chosen one, and it's me, brother
Shalom.
J. Israel.
Shalom, shalom, my beloved brethren, and shalom to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
So family, welcome. It's your brother Stephen Israel in the building. I got my Hebrews with me. We kind of changed it up a little bit tonight. Instead of doing Put Your Weight on It Thursdays, we got a lot of information and a lot of things that's going on in the world concerning current events. A lot of things that need to be talked about. So all praises to the Most High. We kind of put the the lesson that I had put together for Put Your Weight on It Thursday off into next week so that we can bring this information out. I know probably everybody's already saw this information. I know it's trending right now. Hey, Order Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. We got to talk about it. Huh? So we in the building. So we will be bringing our scriptures. So get your notebook, get your sword out. More than anything, we are not a hate group. We don't hate anyone because of their race, their religion, or their gender. We are a Bible-based group, and we teach from the 1611 King James Version Bible, including the Apocrypha. The videos that we'll be using for this class tonight, they are not our videos. We'll be using other content creators' videos for educational purposes, educational and entertainment purposes only. So YouTube, don't try to give us a strike. We got up the warnings on the screen. So with that being said, I got Cortez, the chosen one, in the building tonight. Shalom. I got my brother KG in the building with us tonight. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, brethren.
Shalom, Lake Freight.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I take this award on behalf of, how y'all doing tonight?
And last but not least, I got my brother Mikael in the building with me tonight. Shalom.
Shalom.
So hey,
Shalom.
we gonna get this thing crack-a-lacking. But before we get started, I got a script. I want everybody to go to the book of Psalms. Go to chapter 2. And we will be reading verses 1 through 3. Psalms chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. And it reads, why do the heathens rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the ruler takes counsel together against the Lord and his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. So all praises to the Most High God of the house of Israel. And this scripture shows the rebellion of the nations against the Most High God and his chosen people. Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? Why must they hate us so much? Why? Can somebody please tell me why? Why do they hate us? Why do they treat us so bad? Why do they want us to be at the bottom of society? They call us savages. They call us bloodthirsty. They call us monsters. From the beginning of time, the nations have lifted themselves against the Most High and against his chosen people, Israel. The psalmist asks a timeless question. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? This rage is not a random thing. It is fueled by envy and rebellion and hatred against the covenant people of Yahweh. The heathen cannot overthrow the plans of the Most High, so their anger is in vain. Yet it burns hot throughout history, from the Pharaoh in Egypt to the Romans who crucified Christ, all the way to the rulers of the earth today. But scripture makes it clear that the judgment of Yahweh is certain. The same nations that conspired against Israel will themselves face destruction, captivity, and recompense. As Jeremiah prophesied, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Their raging is only leading them into the trap of the Most High's divine judgment. So as we talk about this today, we will show how the Bible reveals two unshakable truths. First, that the heathen rage because of their hatred for the law, because of their hatred for the covenant, and their hatred for the promises given to our people. Secondly, they rage. The rage that they have for us, it is a futile rage. But Yahweh has already decreed the judgment upon all the nations that oppress his people. What they have sown in blood, oppression, and deceit, they will reap their destruction, their captivity, and they will be put to shame. If you go to the book of Obadiah, you will find the scripture that'll say, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So when you examine these scriptures such as this, you see how the cycle of history proves the words of the Most High God. That what goes around truly come back around. And that justice is coming to the nations, but mercy is promised to the house of Israel. All praises to the Most High. So family, let's dive into this thing. Let's get it started up in here. Y'all Hebrew ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Family, are y'all ready in the chat? Y'all ready to get this thing crack-a-lacking? Because we going to talk about this assassination. We're going to talk about the school shootings. We're going to listen to some perspectives from other people. And we're going to dig off in this thing with some scripture, as we always do. And we're going to make some sense out of it. What y'all brothers got on that?
Let's do it, man.
You
Hey, man, we gonna get it in tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got these current events on deck. Hey, excellent, man. Excellent intro, man. We ready to eat, bro. We ready to eat. Get to feed the people. I told y'all, but in a lesson we did not too long ago, we did it on the Sunday. What it said, second Esdras. There was gonna be great insurrections, and people gonna desire to go in the city and can't. Don't y'all see now what is leading up to, brothers and sisters? This thing is leading up to the day of battle with Yahweh. Because you best believe, just like my brother read in that Psalms 2:1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? It's a vain thing to take your frustration out on the people that don't control your politics. It's a vain thing, ain't it, Brother Stephen?
Definitely a vain thing, Hebrew.
And that you want to take your hatred out on a defenseless people that has nothing to do with your with what white crime violence, because that's what it is. That's what we saw. But we got some videos lined up, brothers and sisters, and we're gonna bring the scriptures with it. We're gonna back it up. Go ahead, Steph, or anybody else that got
Hey,
something to say.
hey,
Man,
before you get started, hey Steph, can you do me a solid, Hebrew? Can you
What's
bring
that?
out John? Can you bring out John 4:22, if you don't mind, sir? Because I like the way you put your emphasis on it, and we're gonna set the tone, if I may.
John chapter 4 and verse 22.
Yes, sir.
The epistle, the apostle John.
Yes, sir.
All right. John 1 and 22.
4:22.
John 4 and 22.
I
It
get it.
reads.
I get it. I get it for you.
I got it. I already got it.
All right. All right.
John 4 and 22 reads. I'm going to read 21 with it.
All right.
Yahweh Shah said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither worship this at this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
So
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in the truth.
Yes,
For
sir.
the Father seeketh such to worship him.
So it's no question on who we serve and who we worship, because we already know. Question is, do you know, or do they know? But in due time, they will know.
That's right.
They will know. But we know.
Because you best believe old Charlie Kirk, boy, when his soul left his body, and he got to
He
go
knew.
into the spirit. He got to go into the spirit realm. And when he saw them black angels and that black Messiah, you bet.
Just saying, so they said, mess around and find out. He found out, didn't he?
You see,
And when
the more you mess around, the more you find out.
and when he saw the Father in all his glory, with that dark melanated skin and his son on the right hand of him, you best believe when he said, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity," he cast that heathen straight down in the Hades. And right now, that heathen down there screaming for his life.
He was looking for white Jesus. But go ahead.
Wait, let's see. What we going to? What we gonna do, Step?
Hey, bring out the first video, Hebrew.
All right, which one you want, Hebrew?
It don't matter. Hey, I'm
All
like
right.
James Brown. Hit me.
All right. But okay, let me set the tone right quick. Go ahead.
Did you find the one that I asked you to show some of the things that he be saying about our people? That's the one I would like to play first.
All right, hold on. Ooh, don't want that one. Hold on, Hebrew. I got about 10 videos up here. Hold on, let me find it.
He keep looking at me. Who? White Jesus. Man, I got a feeling this gonna be an epic lesson, Hebrew, because right now our nation is on the verge. We are like a couple seconds from being in total chaos and panic mode. And I think this is the calm before the storm. But like I said in that John 4:22, we know who we worship. So we have no issues and we have no worries. Hold on, for we ain't got long. Because in the end, we win. Go ahead, Mikael.
Yeah, talk to him. Hold on, I gotta load it up. I thought I had.
Are you not entertained?
All right, y'all. Here we go, family. Gonna get it loaded up here on the screen to y'all. Come on. All right, hold on, because I don't want to show this part. I don't want to get us flagged. All right, brother Stephen, here we go. Oh no, can't show that. All right, here we go.
Called the American way of life, but it's the church. We must first look at ourselves as the reason why this is happening. The cancer of transgenderism, which is from the pit of hell, Donald Trump gone too far? Well, I can nitpick at how vague that question is. What is too far exactly? Are his tweets too long? You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. The spiritual battle is coming to the West, and the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low-crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important. We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these two threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Yep.
Is that whether it be, this is going to be controversial and I don't care, whether it be the plantation or whether it be government benefits,
Love you,
that
Quinn.
the philosophy of the American left is to keep black Americans under their control. But it's the church. We must first look at ourselves as the reason why this is happening. The cancer of transgenderism, which is from the pit of hell, spreads as a virus throughout our nation and our land, largely because pastors and Christians have been afraid to correct error with truth or contest in the public arena. I'm starting to see that change. And you know what's so amazing is that most of the kids that tend to attend our events, by the way, tomorrow at UCLA, we can't find a room big enough to fit all the students that want to attend our speech at UCLA tomorrow. They're not necessarily all religious, but they're searching for truth. And what an amazing opportunity for revival and for an awakening.
Okay, family.
Yeah. That wasn't the one I wanted, but all praises. The points that he was making in that video, I agree with him. You know, on the points about the transgenderism and those things like that, and fighting against the LGBTQ. I also agree with him about our gun rights. You know, so everything that this guy said wasn't a bad thing. You know, and I know that there's people on social media as of yesterday and today that probably disagree with this guy wholeheartedly on everything. But just like anything, when you dealing with our open enemy, they'll always mix a little bit of the truth in with a whole bunch of the lies. You know, this guy said things like this on this video, but on other videos and on other speeches, all he did was bash our people. And I'll find one of those videos and I'll get it to you, bro, Mikael, so we can show it as we go throughout the lesson. Y'all brothers got anything on that video we just watched? Because he was on point.
Yeah, in certain spots he definitely was speaking the right thing, but even in that video, there was still little segments where you could tell that he's biased towards a certain group of people,
That's correct.
or that he has a certain feeling towards a certain group of people. Um, Now, like you said, bro, Steph, a lot of the things that he said in this video were, spot on. They shouldn't be like this. You shouldn't want your kids around this certain environment for the sake of for them having a healthy, life growing up as a kid. But what
Mm-hmm.
about, you know, in other lights, though, like you said in other videos, which there's plenty of videos where he contradicts himself in a sense because he says that these certain people deserve one thing, while meanwhile these people have this because they do this and they're never going to change because of this. And I'm paraphrasing through some of the videos that we have seen, but is he can be very contradicting of himself depending on which video you watch. And a lot of things is going on with this guy. They feel as though, you should be entitled to your opinion despite what the topic may be. And very much so you should. But at the same time, we don't live well, the most high doesn't go by the same standards in which we go by. So there could be certain things that we may deem as okay that he may not deem as okay. And in my opinion, that is what has happened in this situation. Plus, you also got to take in consideration that, with the blood moon coming out this past week and the eclipse coming around the corner, hey, this could just be signs of like I've been saying, that we gonna hey, we getting closer and closer. Like my brother's saying, we getting closer and closer. But I see y'all got another
I found
video
the
up.
Hebrew.
Yeah, play it.
I'm sorry.
Now, we showed you what white America wants you to know about Charlie Kirk. But here's what Charlie Kirk says on his other side of his mouth about God's chosen people, the black man and woman of America.
If I see a
Mhm.
black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
You were trying to get the officer who murdered George Floyd pardoned, and I just want to know
Yes,
what your
ma'am.
reasoning was about that.
Well, George Floyd didn't die because of the police officer. He died largely because of a drug overdose. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
I'm going to play that again. And I want you to hear what he said about our people, especially our beautiful black women. Listen to what he said.
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
You were trying to get the officer who murdered George Floyd pardoned, and I just want to know
Yes,
what your
ma'am.
reasoning was about that.
Well, George Floyd didn't die because of the police officer. He died largely because of a drug overdose. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year
So
so that
stop
we
right
can
there,
have
Mikael.
the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
So basically, the dude would always play down any type of situation where our people got unalived by the police. He would always find a way to put it back on us. It's always our fault. He was against reparations. He was against civil rights. He was against affirmative action. He was anything that benefited us. He was against it. And they were grooming him for politics. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. He was being groomed to be placed in the political realm. Sooner or later, and sooner rather than later, he was going to be running for a political office. I'm telling y'all. And this devil was going to do the same thing that his idol is doing for us right now. All right, Mike, play a little bit more. I got a script that I'm going to bring out. Go ahead.
All right.
Awkward. Oh my goodness. So first, let me just tackle a malicious edit that's been spread online and has gone viral. It's been spread by people like Dan Blazerian and other high figures. And it's a clip, an edited clip from the video I did about the Ukrainian girl that was on the train. And they did, ironic enough, exactly what I said they would do, which is cry and be victims. Because in the clip, I go on to say that 99% of, black people are uncaring about what happened. And that's where they edit the clip, right? What they don't follow up with is the reason why. And the point of the video was to expose the hypocrisy as to why many people may be desensitized to what's going on due to the hypocrisy and the precedent that has been set before. Now, as we go on to see that they want to say that, oh, this is how black people feel and they hate us. Once again, I didn't say anything about hating white people in the clip. I didn't say anything about applauding what happened to the girl. I said it was a tragedy, RIP, and thoughts and prayers to the family. But this is what they do. If they don't have, something to make them feel like victims, they will create it. They will create it out of thin air, whether they have to do it through malicious editing, whether they have to lie about it, or whether they actually go and do false flags and try to act like, oh my God, see, this is why they hate us. Oh, this is who they are. You have to understand. This is why I dub them the lineage of evil. Damn. That being said, moving on to more current events, such as Charlie Kirk. And I just want to say this. If a good chunk, an overwhelming majority of the country is celebrating you no longer being here on planet Earth, I don't think it's a far reach to say you were not a good person. And that is correct. Charlie Kirk is not a good person. Well, Charlie Kirk was not a good person.
He's out of line, but he's right.
All right. And I don't mean that in any type of, jokey manner, but he was not. This man sowed division. This man sowed hatred. This man was a race baiter. This man was a racist. He was a bigot. The list goes on. So I just want people to understand. I know that there are some of you who probably cried in Django when Candy perished, right? I understand some of you cried, and I think that's what people want of me and other people. And I want you to understand that's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, I would argue that would be evil and wicked to demand or expect empathy from people who have been harmed by a vicious and wicked man. And speaking of empathy, let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that does a lot of damage, but...
Now, don't get me wrong. Will there be those Sambo soldiers who are crying about Charlie Kirk, just as there were in Candyland, right, in Django, as Stephen was? 100%.
He said he don't want no empathy. This is what he said now. See,
he hate the word empathy.
Yeah, this is what we getting into, brothers and sisters. We're going to show you the nature of the beast. And by him getting unalive, it's going to show you the nature of the true nature of some of your closest friendly heathens that you thought was so friendly, and that was your friend. Because I already done exposed some today on social media where I live. I done seen them voicing their opinion. I said, oh, that's how you feel.
And bro, Mikael, when you look at the scriptures, right? Let's look at Exodus chapter 11, and we'll look at Exodus chapter 11, Hebrew, and 7. Let's look at that and let's see what the Most High say about these people that speak ill of us, these people that race bait, and these people that belittle us and try and say buzzwords and things to cause harm to our people, right?
Right.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7 says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So, Brother Mikael, the Most High say that these dogs, I didn't say it.
Dogs. I didn't say it either.
I didn't say it.
No, I didn't say it.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7 said that. I didn't say it. He said,
Yep.
these dogs should not move their tongues against the house of Israel. And Mike,
That's right.
we in the last days, Hebrew.
Yeah.
The Most High is not waiting a long time to cast his judgment on these evil, wicked dogs. I'm just saying what the Bible said. I didn't say it.
Expeditiously.
And also, if you go back 3 chapters
Now,
and look in Exodus
Hebrew.
chapter 8.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but he said he called the other nations, including the Egyptians, a dog, right?
A dog. That's right.
So that goes to the New Testament where that woman, that Canaanite woman, knew she was a what? Dog.
A dog.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right, Hebrew.
Okay. Okay. I'm just drawing a line here because when you go to Revelations 20, 21, I want to say it's 21 and 9. If I'm wrong, we're gonna go into your scripture. Yeah, let's go into your scripture. I'll find it. Let's go into your scripture. I'll get back to it.
Okay. Exodus chapter 8 and verse 22, and it reads, and I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. So the Most High have always felt this way toward us. And you're not allowed to lift your tongue against us. The Most High is going to make a difference. He did it then, and he's still doing it right now to this day. And then if you go to the book of Psalms, chapter 105, 13 through 15. Psalms 105, 13 through 15. And it reads, when they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Hebrew, our Father, our God is getting tired of hearing us cry. He getting tired of hearing us moan and groan. He getting tired of seeing our children slaughtered like dogs.
That's right.
He getting tired of hearing us say, Father, how long? And the blood of those that's passed on is crying out. And the judgment has come to the earth, Hebrew. Y'all go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
it's here. So when you reading in the Exodus, he called the nations like the Egyptians and all the other nations. He called them dogs, right? So when you go to
That's right.
Revelations 22, and you go to Revelations 22 and 15, right? And it's in red letter. No, it's not in red letter. Excuse me. It says Revelations 22 and 15. For without are dogs and sorcerers, whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. So, verse 22 say, Revelation 22 and 14 say, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city. Now, this is for the Israelites. We don't went over classes. Who names are on the gates?
And then that
The
first script that
Israelites.
you read, Salakia, that first script that you read to put it in context, that's talking about the people that's outside the gate. For those that don't
The
know what Brother
Gentiles.
Mikael was saying, that's right. Go ahead, bro.
The Gentiles. So, like I said, like we read in that Exodus over there, he called the Egyptian dogs. That goes for the other nations as well. Just like Christ and the Canaanite woman had the conversation, she said she knew she was a dog, but Christ went ahead and healed her daughter because she said something in there that humbled that because she was humble, but she knew she was a dog, aka a Gentile. She said, true, master, but the dog can eat the crumbs off the master table. They're going to get crumbs in the kingdom, just like we're getting crumbs right now. So it says, for without are dogs. Those are the Gentiles. So I don't want to hear nothing else about no Gentile talk, about no dog. Okay, go ahead, y'all.
All praise the Hebrew. All praise to the Most High. Y'all brothers got anything?
I just wanted to add on to something that y'all was saying. Y'all, one of the things that I was intrigued about with this video was that we showing right now is that, and he was very accurate in what he said. He said that majority of the world didn't care for this person. Not only did he say that, he also went on to say that it's a large sum of people also that feel like just because you don't have that same remorse for the Charlie Kirk dude, that you are wrong, that you are that you don't have any empathy, you don't have any remorse. But in all actuality, maybe those that don't have that remorse for him understand what's really going on. Because what's really going on right here, brothers? The Most High laid down his judgment. This man was 31 years old. He didn't live to 70. He didn't live to 75. Which is a year that the Most High deems a good year. If you live this far, you did a good job for the most part. If he allowed you to live this far, you did a good job for the most part. He didn't live. He didn't even live half of that. That should tell you something. And then we also know that the Most High is in control over the good things that happen to you and the bad things that happen to you. So if you get green lighted for something that you did, you obviously did something that you wasn't supposed to do. So why should we feel sorry? And I'm not saying it in no bad way, because there are different cases where you would feel sorry for certain people, but in this particular situation, why should we feel bad about something that the Most High deemed necessary to happen? I mean, am I wrong? Am I saying that right, brothers?
Yes, sir.
That's all I wanted to say on that particular part of the video. Cortez, you got anything, you go ahead.
The Most High said, "Who can deliver you out of my hand?" So, hey, just that part by itself is enough. I'm going back on mute. He said, "I wound, I kill, I make alive, all that. Who can deliver you out of my hand?" Hmm. So let that sizzle.
All right. Hey, I'm going to show y'all something right quick. All right, Cortez. I want you to look. I want to show you something because I think you was
Mhm.
hitting on something earlier today. Guess what? I just found out about this guy.
What's that?
You ready, Hebrew?
Go ahead.
Now, you know you are a big conspiracy guy, but I'm gonna quit after today. I'm gonna quit doubting you when you say something don't seem right about this.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, Cortez,
hmm
how about this book came out the day before he was killed? He was killed yesterday, but the day before this book came out. Look at your screen.
Hmm.
That's on Amazon. Amazon done took the book down, but I screenshot it. Go look.
Hmm.
Go look,
I
y'all.
see it. I see it.
You see it, right?
hmm
Now, KG, if you can read that what they say.
All right. The news shocked America. Charlie Kirk shot in Utah became a breaking headline as thousands searched online for answers. People wanted to know, is Charlie Kirk alive? Who shot Charlie Kirk? What really happened at Utah Valley University during the first stop of his American comeback tour? This book gives readers the full story behind the shooting of Charlie Kirk, from the terrifying moment when Charlie Kirk getting shot turned a peaceful campus event into chaos to the quick arrest of the Charlie Kirk shooter. You'll discover what led up to the attack, the latest Charlie Kirk update, and why this tragedy is sparking a deeper conversation about safety, free speech, and political division in America. Hmm.
Coincidence?
Nah, that ain't a coincidence. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just off of reading this.
Distraction.
Hey, so this was what you just had me to read. This was like the preface or the prefixes of the book, right?
Uh-huh.
So obviously, I'm gonna dive into this the conspiracy theory for a moment with Brother Cortez. I had seen another article, right when we was getting off the phone earlier, brothers. I seen another article where they said that he got shot in the neck. But they said that he was supposed to have a bulletproof vest on, and the bullet bounced off the top of his vest, the part that's closest to his neck. The bullet bounced off the vest and hit him in the neck. So technically, he wasn't supposed to get shot where he got shot at, for one. For two, here's another thing. If this book said this beforehand, he was trying to do what a lot of people think Trump did and set up what would look like an assassination, but was actually rigged. And this actually ended up backfiring. And these are just my
hmm
thoughts, to go
Yep.
with it for today. But if you have this right here, reading this and then knowing what actually happened that day and knowing that this was out a day before that happened, then this should tell you something within itself. But the Most High seen it and said, "Nah, we ain't finna do this. This was when you want to play games. Well, let's play the game then, because this was really finna happen." But yeah, go
I
ahead.
think. I think. He had that plan. That's why he had the book already on standby, and it was gonna be a situation for one to take off certain people name being, what I'm saying, on lists and stuff. That was a distraction from that to deflect from that. And then number two, I think they was gonna use this situation as
A trampoline, Hebrew. It
right,
was
right, right.
it was
They
a trampoline to catapult his
Yep.
political career.
no
Well,
that
not
too,
just go
that
ahead.
too, but that ain't what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was it was a device, a situation used to kick off what they've been wanting to kick off. You get what I'm saying? But the Most High was like, okay, so if you're gonna use this to try to get my people to provoke my people to get slaughtered behind a lie, so well, let me go on and help you out. Let me go on and take you out for real since you want to play. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I think. That's what I think He was gonna use that as a tool to kick off this little war they've been wanting to kick off, and the Most High went on and snuffed him out anyway. That's what I think happened. Or that could have been one of those, you know how when you see in the movies when they hit their little, it's like a little, what they call it, a blood pack. Y'all know how
Hey,
it look. You know
hey,
how it
but
look real in the
but
movie.
I'm gonna say this right here,
Go ahead.
and I don't watch that video 25, 30 times. He wasn't acting. Tell you that right now.
Nah, he definitely wasn't acting.
That wasn't no acting job there.
And I hate
And
to.
if it was, they need to give him 13 Grammys.
Well, I'll even go deeper into that for you. You know what I'm saying? He probably had a plan, and this book was a part of that plan, but the Most High seen different. But you also got to take into consideration of this too, Steph. Now, me and you have a good eye for these types of things. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm pretty sure you gonna answer this. You gonna have the same answer that I have. He didn't have no vest on because
He
you
did
were
not.
that as thin as that shirt was that he had on, you would have been able to see it.
But let me say this too. Let me say this too now, KG.
Hmm.
They make those type of shirts now that are vests.
Okay.
That they can
Tupac
make
had
they
on
can
a
they can
jersey.
make a they can take a regular Fruit of Balloon white T-shirt
Hmm.
and make a vest out of it.
Yep, Tupac had on a basketball jersey that night, and it was a vest. It looked like a regular, little thin, authentic jersey, but it was actually a vest. Oh,
Hmm. Okay.
So bro Mikael, did you get that one I sent where that Justin Jefferson guy that played for the Vikings? Did you get that video?
Yeah, I gotta load it up. Just give me a sec, Hebrew. Just give me a sec. Let me let this play,
Okay.
and I get it. I get it up here on the screen for you.
All right, go ahead, play it out.
Uh, so brothers and sisters, see, it's a lot of moving hands here, and I'm glad Brother Stephen said, look, let's just wait, let some stuff play out, some stuff on the fold, and we'll go through the data, I mean the videos and the information that's coming forth. So it's kind of fishy that this book was out the day before. Then I went on Amazon myself because I saw it on Facebook. I went on Amazon myself, and the book pulled up. Now take your butt back over there to Amazon now and try to pull it up. Type in Charlie Kirk shooting, A Nation on Edge. I bet it won't pull up.
Accelerated it because it's a national tragedy. The book is already written and published in paperback form. That means it's printed in less than 24 hours. It's a national tragedy, though. I don't understand how this is physically possible, is all I'm saying. It's a national tragedy, though. You're going to buy the book on Amazon on Charlie Kirk's murder. The book is already published and on Amazon. It's a national tragedy. This just happened yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. It takes 72 hours to 10 business days to approve a book to be sold on Amazon. They probably accelerated it because it's a national tragedy. The book.
So, brothers and sisters, people already posted it out there. This is right here is on what you call it? Instagram. Give me a sec, brother. I'm gonna get Brother Stephen video loaded up.
I'm telling you, my spirit of discernment told me that's like Sandy Hook hoax. It's like the rest of them hoax. All them people that was there was paid. What they call them, Mike? Paid
Paid actors.
actors.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, don't get us hit. Don't get us hit with that Sandy Hook comment, cause they'll hit you for that. Yeah, they
Okay.
hit you. Yeah, that word right there get you hit.
My bad.
They get your
Hey,
pockets fired.
sure will.
But they also have videos on there where the two men behind him, right when he sat down, they supposedly one gave a hat signal and the other one gave a signal with his arms. And as soon as both of these signals was done, the shot was fired as well. And given this information that we're putting out now, it just seems as though something was supposed to look like it happened, but it didn't happen, but it actually ended up happening.
Hey,
Rumors are swirling.
you
I'm
know,
sorry. Go ahead, KG.
you know what the Most High, how the Most High feel about a liar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs, y'all listen to this, man. Y'all listen to this. Proverbs 19:9. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish.
Hmm.
So a liar will face destruction from the Most High God. And what do perish mean?
Death,
Death.
destruction. Do
And
I
then
need to keep going?
Revelations 21:8 says,
Mm-hmm.
and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, if if this is what was supposed to be a conspiracy, right? And this was supposed to be a setup and all of that, that's a lie. And the Most High punish for lies, especially lies that can have a detrimental effect on his people.
But I
That's
just
all Trump needed. That's all Trump needed
mm-hmm.
was something like that right there to happen.
And I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna add on to what you were saying with that. We just had a brothers and sisters on the chat. We just me and the brothers on the panel. We just had a conversation about this. Stephanie called me on a Tuesday. No, it was on a Monday. We had this conversation on a Monday, and he was telling me that the law that Biden and Kamala got approved when they was in office. Um, Trump is using that same bill to authorize the National Guard the way he is authorizing it in certain cities and states.
That's right. That's right.
Not only this, but this event could have catapulted or trampoline, like Brother Stephen said earlier, that bill into a worse degree to where they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know they need a crisis to go to their next plan that they already got in their agenda. They just need a reason to inflict the violence that they want to inflict. In other words, or get the agenda fulfilled. So I'm gonna give you an example through history. This ain't nothing new that they do. How did World War II start? When Ferdinand got assassinated. That's how
When
World War II started. The
Yeah.
guy,
you talking about the guy in Germany?
I ain't talking about old Hitler. I'm talking about how did World War II? I'm sorry, World War One got started.
Oh,
World War
World War
One. I'm sorry,
One.
fam.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was Ferdinand. They assassinated the king of France at that time. They assassinated him and his wife, Ferdinand. Right? Then so the United States, that catapulted the United States to get into the war when he got assassinated. Y'all see what I'm saying? They need
Mm-hmm.
they need to get the people charged up. But this time it's different. Just like when the Israelites, our ancestor was in Rome, and Rome was getting burnt down. Was the Israelites burning down the Roman Rome, or was it Caesar paid informants? I mean, paid crisis actors was burning down Rome and blaming it on the Israelites.
That's what happened.
It's the same. That's what
The same
happened.
thing they do now. Just like when they have these riots and they trick our people out there into them streets. The CIA and
Right.
the FBI, they'll plant people out there in the crowd that'll go out there and start a fire or break into a store or throw something at the police. And the next
Mm-hmm.
thing you know, they beating our people, shooting them with rubber bullets, throwing flashbang grenades at them and putting dogs on them. Bro, it's the oldest trick in the book.
Exactly.
Or they'll
So
turn down the alley and see a pallet full of bricks You know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere. Who drops a pallet of bricks and objects that you could use during a riot to chunk at the police? And then one couple got caught. They was going so many blocks, dropping off cocktail bottles and bricks and stuff.
Cocktail Molotovs, or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And somebody had caught them and was recording them doing it. So man, that's why I say y'all be laughing at me with my conspiracy theory. But man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't put nothing past these heathen nowadays, bro. I don't.
I ain't gonna say some of what you be saying. I be agreeing with, but I don't think everybody's still alive though. I don't think Big Park and Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Prince. I don't think that Dolph and everybody. I don't think they all still alive, but some of the stuff you be saying, I be feeling you on some of it.
All right. So we got Justin Jefferson on the screen, and you wouldn't believe what he did. I'm gonna let Brother Stephen snap out on it.
Well, this fella.
You are a heathen. That's what you are.
Mother Mary. I see that? You see that? See that, Mother Mary? See what I did?
Gay.
This guy
Gay.
wants to pay for Charlie Kirk's children's college education. Now, Charlie Kirk is worth anywhere from $12 to $15 million. But this guy wants to volunteer to pay for his children's college education when they get to college. But my question is, where were you when Botham Jean was killed? Where were you when Ahmaud Arbery was murdered? Where were you when what was the sister name that they went in the house and
Cece? Was it Cece? What was the name? Up there in Indiana.
Sandra Bland. You talking about Sandra Bland?
No, Sandra Bland was in Texas.
But I'm talking about the sister that they went in her house and
her because she had
her boyfriend shot back.
Oh, that's Tatiana Jefferson. Is that her name?
No, it wasn't her.
Up there in Louisville. What was her name? I forgot her name. Lord have so many of them. I don't forgot their name. Lord have mercy.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor. Yeah, where was you at, brother, when all of this happened to these people, man? And see, man, this is why the other nations look at us.
Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, that's why Cortez, this is why the other nations look at us ignorant, like we ignorant fools. Because they see things like this and they say to themselves, we can do anything to these people.
Mm-hmm.
Anything we want to. And they still do anything to be our friend.
Did you see how he downplayed and disgraded the sister, saying that their brains weren't capable of thinking to a certain level? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they'll call us dusties and go after, anyway. Okay. But
no, you don't went there. Speak.
I'm just saying they'll talk bad about us, and you know what I'm saying, and we try to uplift them and treat them like the queens that they are. But we dusties and we mama boys and we lame.
We
gay, right? Gay and all this type of stuff because we choose to treat our women like the queens that they are.
And because he our athlete, they'll bend over backward for him. And the only thing he wants is a snow bunny.
I was just finna say that they'll do all that bending over backwards for him, and he'll walk right past because he ain't studying.
Mm-hmm.
What 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 irritates me about this article right here is like Brother Stephen Cortez is saying, uh, where is that love for your own people? Where is that respect for your own people? So many more of us have died than this particular person that we're talking about today. You
Willie
know,
Lynch.
you could have easily have gave something. You wouldn't even have to pay for somebody college fund out of people that we have had that we have lost, and it would have did some type of good. But you do this for them, and don't get me wrong, in any other situation, this would be a naturally a good gesture. But in this particular, the problem with this particular thing is that two things. He's not the only person that feels and acts like this. Not only that, he is a prime example of a lot of our people in today's time.
But KG, why he didn't try to help the young brother that defended himself at the school and had to stab the guy, and now he fighting for his life? Why he didn't help him? There's a
Exactly.
black man that just got stabbed 14 or 17 times by an Edomite neighbor for listening to music because he was playing his music. He had children and a wife.
Right.
Why you didn't choose to help? See, it's the Stockholm syndrome that we suffer from in this country, brother. And another thing, if he would help somebody black, Esau gonna look at him and they'll cut him off. All his commercials will stop, they'll dry up.
Mm-hmm.
And see, these plantation, these Negroes, these brothers on these sports teams ain't nothing but modern day plantation.
See, when we bring out these type of scriptures like Isaiah 1 and 5, why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. See,
Yep.
that's that brother sick in the head, bro. His whole head is sick. You got to be sick to fund his little Edomite babies. See, for college education, and we got some young black babies in the hood that want a college education. Won't you go give your money for that cause? You
I
know what?
mean,
See, when you don't know the Bible, stuff like this happen. Let's go to Psalms 137. Let's see if the Most High. Let's see if the Most High gonna give out some money for college. I want to read Psalms 137, 8. No, I want to read 7 through 9. Psalms 137. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of
mhm.
Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast rewarded us. Happy shall he be that he taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. That's their college tuition. Go to Joel chapter 3. See, when your head's sick, you don't know the scriptures. See, but if he knew the scriptures and knew who he was, he wouldn't be donating no money to them Edomites.
And this
The
just
child
ain't this ain't just for him. This for everybody that has that same mindset. He's
where we
just the
going,
topic for
Joel
right
chapter
now.
3. Talk to
Mhm.
him right quick, KG, while I find this right quick.
This ain't just for
Joel
him.
3.
This is for everybody because I can't think of the actual book chapter and verse, but I know that the Bible tells us that a lot of us we be mad at the oppressor. So we be mad at the oppressor till he give us a gift. Then we cool now. Well, there's also some of us that coddles to the oppressor. You like Samuel L. Jackson was on Django in Candyland. He gives you gifts. He gives you gifts. He takes care of you. He treats you differently than all the other people, well, than all the rest of us, all your brothers and sisters. He treats you differently. So you have a different perspective for him. You care about him a little bit because he don't treat you like he treat the rest of the brothers and sisters. He don't treat you like that. So he ain't like that. But that's not the case. And there's so many people in the world that has this mindset, that think like this, that feel like, well, he ain't a bad person to me. He didn't do that to me. So just because he did it to you doesn't mean he'll do it to me. Or just because and I'm willing to bet money that Jefferson was one of those guys that all through high school, all through college, up until the point of where he is at in his life now, he had some type of Edomite helping him with everything, giving him some kind of help in everything, which fuels his perspective on as to why he's doing what he's doing now. And I just wanted to get that out, but
Joel 3.
all right.
We're gonna start at verse 5, family. We're going to 9. Now listen to what the Most High say, because this is about Justin Jefferson want to donate money to this Edomite family, or this good Christian white family, for his daughters to go to school. Sounds good. It sounds wonderful, but when you know the scriptures and know who you are, brother, you're doing an unjust thing.
You helping your enemy.
You restricted the hand of the evildoer.
That's right.
So listen to what it say. Yea, Most High talking right here. Yea, what have you do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? See, they had time to repay back. They had their time to repay reparations. They had their time to make this thing sort of right before the Most High, but they didn't want to do it. Even Charlie Kirk himself said he's against reparations. So therefore, when he said that, that's why the Most High. So okay, you talking against my people getting something for their pain and suffering. That's why I want to turn that recompense upon your own head. That's for nations and individuals as well.
Hey, Mike,
now, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Because you have taken my silver. Whoa, so Most High talking. He said, because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you may remove them forth from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whether you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head, because you had time to repent. You had your space. So therefore, the Most High said, I'm going to turn this recompense on your own head. But if Jefferson knew the scriptures, now listen to this next part. What we sold, brother, what we sold to the nations.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's right.
You see them little babies up there? They're going to be sold. They're going to read it. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people for all. For the Lord has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, and let all the men of war, let them come up. But see, if he knew who he was in the scriptures, he wouldn't have done that. But you know why he don't know, brothers and sisters? Isaiah 1 and 5, his head is sick. Y'all got anything?
Yeah, I want to read that Jeremiah 23 and 13 and 14. It reads, and I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal and caused my people Israel to err. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of the evildoers, that none doeth return from his wickedness. They are all the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah.
But see, if he knew the scriptures and knew how to pray, see, Psalms 109 would have told you what's going to happen to his wife, and his children. Talk
That's
to
right.
him right quick, KG. Talk to him. Let me find what I
Um,
want.
All right.
Tuvi put in the chat. Didn't that Charlie guy say black people were better in slavery?
Yeah.
I haven't witnessed that Tuvi, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it neither.
That sounds like something he would say. Mike, go ahead and finish that video out, Hebrew.
All right. Let me read these few scripts, and we're gonna get right to it. KG,
All right.
I need your help on that. Go to Psalms 109.
All right.
This is dealing with his wife and his children.
Cause we had our
Read 7 through 13.
All right, 7
Well,
through
I
13.
told you. Yeah, Psalms 109, 7 through 15.
All right. Psalms chapter 109 and verse 7. When ye shall be judged, let him be condemned. Let his prayers become sin. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Let his children be continually vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places. Let the extortioner catch all that he have, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children. Let his
In it, don't give his children no favor. What did Justin Jefferson do the opposite?
Yes, sir, he did the opposite.
He gave him favor, but the Most High saying don't give him any favor. Read verse 13. That's what we're gonna stop here. No, I
Let
mean
his
14. 14.
let his posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out.
Don't even let the wife's sins be blotted out, Most High. But you see right there in that first clause, it says, "Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord."
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 14:21. Here go your precept. You see the clause, Sister Arlene? You see that A clause right there? It says, "Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord." Wait a minute. Let's go to Isaiah 14 and 21 and 22 right quick, KG. Then we're going to get to the video real fast because we pressing for time.
All right. 14 and 21.
Hey, Mike, did you get that link that Tuvi sent to you on that video?
I didn't see it. Oh, he texted, didn't he? Did he text it? I was in these scriptures, Hebrew.
Yeah, I think so. I don't see it in the chat.
I get it. Tell me, I get it pulled up. Come on, real quick, KG,
Isaiah
bro.
chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
So the Lord said over there in Psalms 109, let the Lord remember the iniquity of their fathers. So in the judgment to come, because this is prophecy we read, what's been prepared for them when the Lord comes? Slaughter for their children. In Babylon, just like it goes with that Psalms 137, let their children be dashed to pieces, like we just read y'all. But when you don't know who you are, you don't know the scriptures, you're going to make mistakes like this. No, this ain't a mistake. Justin Jefferson got to pay for this. He got to pay what he weigh with the Most High. All right, let me get that link. Let me hit this play button. Here we go.
Public figure is gone, and now a name, Justin Jefferson, is caught up in claims that sound generous, but remain unproven. Charlie Kirk, the conservative activist, was tragically shot dead in Utah. In the wake of his death, a story started spreading that Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson offered to cover all living and educational expenses for Kirk's 2 children. As quickly as the story spread, questions followed. Did Jefferson actually say that? Did he promise it? Or is this another case of rumor growing beyond the facts? Here's what we do know. The claim has appeared on social media. Posts circulating that say, Justin Jefferson immediately stepped in, pledging to pay all living and educational expenses for Kirk's children. However, as of right now, there is no credible source confirming that Jefferson made such a pledge in any public statement, interview, or verified document. Media outlets have flagged the post as unverified, urging caution. It may be a well-intentioned rumor that took hold in the void of grief. What could make this real? What could make it matter deeply? If true, it would be a powerful act of compassion, a private promise showing what some figures do behind the headlines. If false, it becomes a cautionary tale about how stories spread in the aftermath of tragedy and how social media can shape narratives before facts emerge.
That's good, Hebrew. Because if you heard what he said, they said living expenses and education. So that means he gonna take care of them from now up until they grown.
Let's just hope it ain't true. That's all I can say. But if it is, man.
Man,
well, he just got a spiritual spanking.
Right. I mean, even with that
All
being
right,
said,
I'm
though,
finna, go ahead, y'all. Talk to him.
if that is, let's just say it is true, and he does do that. Do you not realize how many other communities you could have helped with that same amount of money? Communities that look like you.
But he don't want to give Ray Ray or Shaniqua $1,000 scholarship.
Huh.
So sad.
Hey, that's Israel. That's Israel for you though.
Like ever since this event has occurred, I've seen so many people. See, the thing about this, and Brother Stephanie brought it out earlier. It shows you how people feel on the opposing side. But you know what intrigues me the most about this same type of events is what our own people say. That's what I look for. And I'm not, and I don't be looking to like just bash nobody or anything like that. But at the same time, I be wanting to see how our own people feel. Because the ones that really, it be some that know the truth, that are in the truth, that speak their mind, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But then there's some of us, there's majority of us don't know the truth, and it'll show you how they really feel. That's what I be looking for. That's what I look for, because these, like Brother Steph said earlier, you'll be thinking your favorite Edomite your buddy. Then he show you how they really feel. Hey, that's the same way for your people too. Because that same empathy, that same sympathy that they'll have for the enemy, they don't have it for their own people majority of the time. All they say is, dang, that's messed up. I hope he get the feeling better. I digress.
All right, Mike, you got another video ready?
Yeah. Let me get y'all something here. Now listen to the rage. Hey, read right quick. Read me Psalms 2 and 1. Psalms 2 and 1. Somebody.
All right.
I'm getting that video loaded up. Just give me a sec. It's taking a minute for some reason.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? That's how you want it. You want to keep reading?
Why do? Yeah. That's all I wanted.
All right.
Y'all hold on, y'all. This computer. Oh, why is everything slowing down? I got too much on my tab. That's what that is. Okay.
And you right, Brother Kanaz.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see it. It's moments like this, Brother Kanaz, that let you know that people don't know the Bible like they say they do. Like they pretend to know. Go ahead, Brother Mikael.
Now, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? So listen to this guy. Listen to this. This is why black people should be careful online what they're posting and what they're saying, because you're gonna have it's gonna be some blowback, behind this. You best believe that.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. And this murder of Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with violence? Gosh damn it. Use your freaking words. Use their tongue in you people. Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving down a Provo right now. I'm so pissed. Yeah.
So is it the guns yet? Are we ready to be done with this yet? Is Republican Senator Mike Lee going to make jokes about this, like he did when Melissa Hortman and her family were murdered in their home? Is J.D. Vance going to call this a fact of life, and Donald Trump going to tell us we just need to move on, like they do when little innocent children have their lives stolen from them while they're in school? Because I would bet my left kidney that is not what's going to happen, and that the Republican response to this will not be clamoring for gun control. So here's what I have to say on the matter. Gun violence is indiscriminate, and you know what else it is? It's preventable. No, like every other civilized country on the face of the planet has done. Because would it shock you to know that in the midst of all this shit with Charlie Kirk in Utah, where, by the way, it's perfectly legal for an 18-year-old to concealed carry a firearm on a public university campus. Can't see any issue with that. Anyway, would it shock you to know that in Colorado...
So you see, brothers and sisters, the heathens are raging right now. Why, when you go out, I don't care if you go to the post office or you walking to the edge of your driveway, you better keep your head on the swivel.
Hey, they
Y'all
gotta
see that?
be. They got, yeah, I can see it. They got to be mad at their own people at this one. They did that. hey,
But you know how coward they are. But you know how coward they are.
Well, the thing about it is the same way that we'll hear, well, it's black on black crime and this gun violence, and we need to send the National Guards in, and we need to send the Marines in, and the FBI and the ATF, and it's drugs, and they're bloodthirsty. This is what Donald Trump said out of his own mouth. But the same day that Charlie Kirk got shot, it was also a school shooting. And guess who did that? A little Edomite.
Of course.
So why we don't see Donald Trump on the news saying this white on white crime, it has to stop. And white people are bloodthirsty and they're savages, and we need to send in the National Guards and the submarines and the army tanks. Why? You will never hear the same narrative toward their people that they do toward our people, because they want to slaughter us. Now, I think they said that it's been 60-something school shootings this year, and only one of them been a black person. So what about that gun violence? What about that bloodthirst? What about those savages? What about that white on white crime? Hey, white on white crime has to stop. I mean, I'm serious, guys. Like, this white on white crime has gotten out of control. I mean,
I just don't feel safe around them. I mean,
I don't feel
my
safe.
goodness.
I mean, it's like there's no end to it. I mean, these white people, they're just killing each other, and they don't give them any jail time. The only thing they'll say is, well, little Johnny was taking medication, or little Mary has mental problems. But this has to stop, y'all. I'm tired of seeing innocent white children. I'm tired of seeing innocent white people die at the hand of these white savages with this bloodthirst. I'm tired of seeing white lives.
I don't even want my children to go to school around them. I am scared.
I want my grandchildren to be able to go outside and ride their bikes all day. I don't want white people riding around killing my white neighbors. I have white neighbors that live in my neighborhood.
Excuse me, Mother Mary, but excuse me, Mother Mary, but this word is much needed. I am scared shitless KG. I'm scared.
I wish
if I
these,
ever,
but seriously, man, listen, like for real, man. Don't you know if these wiggers don't get somewhere and sit down, it's gonna cause a whole bunch of problems, man. Like for real, you know, because I was talking to Billy, and Billy asked me, you know, is that how all of our people are supposed to act? And I told Billy, I said, no, that's not how everyone's supposed to act. It's just those wiggers. So we got to pray for our nation, man.
We gotta pray for these wiggers, cause I love my wigger neighbors. I got good wigger neighbors. They make sure don't nobody break in my house when I'm gone. And I don't want anybody coming in my neighborhood.
Well, my wiggers are strapped. My wiggers are packing. You hear me, buddy?
Hey,
They are short shooters.
Hey, you got
Because
some
if
young.
you come in my yard, buddy, you're gonna hear it.
Hey, you got. Hey, you got some young wiggers over there in your neighborhood, don't you?
Yeah, I got YWs, young wiggers. The YWs, the Y-dubs don't play in my neighborhood.
We gotta keep the YWs out the suburbs. They are messing up the suburban community.
I'm telling you, I'm to the point where I'm afraid for my white neighbors, because this white on white crime has just gotten out of control. And I told my neighbor the other day, I said, neighbor, Bubba, if your people don't stop killing one another, y'all gonna go extinct. Cause this white on white, these wiggers is killing the good whites. And I like my good whites, and I don't like these wiggers. So by God, Bubba, I'm telling you right now, if these wiggers come on our block, you let me know, and I'm gonna help you, cause I don't want anything to happen to you, because you white people, y'all wiggers, y'all really violent.
I would just hate if something was to happen to Carter and to my little niece over there that's a 12th grader and KG little precious young boys, you know, they're just so handsome. What I would do if something happened to them. Or something happened to Jalen, a big truck. But if something happened to him, I would go crazy, man. Crazy.
Hey, I just said the same thing yesterday. I mean, I'm serious. Yesterday, when I was sitting here eating supper, I was like, man, if we don't get a hold on these wiggers, man, I'm telling you, it's not going to be any good white folks around. By God, I mean none.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think they need to just get the National Guard and the Navy SEALs, and by God, get those Marines and those Rangers, because those Rangers they're pretty tough. And I'd really like to see them go up there to Utah up there. And if they go up there to Utah and they find those wiggers, I want them to string them up by the biggest tree.
Bubba, listen to what you're saying, brother.
I mean,
you can't put a.
I'm sick of these wiggers.
You can't. No, listen to what you're saying. I agree with some of the military, but you can't put a Navy SEAL in Utah. There's no water there.
Well, by God, I'll tell you one thing.
A SEAL needs salt water, buddy.
Well, by God, they
Utah is not
SEAL Team 6. Those ones that went over in
That's a thing. You can't send a SEAL on dry land. It's got to be in the water, Bubba.
Afghanistan, that's the desert over there. They went over there.
But they was in. No, they didn't, Bubba. Bubba, no. No, Bubba, no.
By God, they did a movie where they went SEAL Team 6, dropped out of that there Black Hawk helicopter over there, and they went over there and they found Bin Laden over there in that cave over there now.
Hold on, Bubba. By golly, hold it, Bubba. By golly, let me Google it.
By
God. Bubba, you're right. They did.
Hey, both of you wiggers are wrong.
Now,
They
guys,
sent the SEALs in the desert.
I think we should all just calm down for a second. We have a flag to maintain, and we have a whole bunch of community that we need to keep
They got
tending
the
to.
flag and half staff up there at the White House up there. They got
You
the
know,
flag.
to make matters worse, this would happen around 9/11. I mean, by God.
I know.
What more do you need?
You know what? Constantine, I didn't even think of that.
Oh man. Conspiracy theory?
Constantine, you got a good point over there.
I'm just saying,
Y'all
man.
heard what Constantine said? Constantine said 9/11. It was the day.
The day before. It's crazy, man. My God, I was eating my breakfast. And next thing I know, I heard that old Charlie Kirk was gone.
Well, I was eating my lettuce and cheese sandwich, and my baby boy out there, he called me. Bubba Jr. out there, and he called me. He said, "Paul, did you see where they shot up at their school? They got the flag flying half staff up there where Mr. Trump is." And I said, "Well, son, this wigger on wigger crime is getting out of hand. It's time them sending in the National Guards or something."
You know what I think we should do, boys? I think we should file a petition. We should take it to the top.
I want to ask Jimmy. I want to ask Jimmy. I need to ask Jimmy a question. Jimmy, the chosen one. Jimmy, listen, Jimmy. Can you hear me, Jimmy?
I'm listening, Bob.
What are you gonna do about your black wife? I mean, man, we're in serious times. I need to know if I can trust you, buddy. I need to know if I can trust you.
Now, Johnny, you're out of line. How are you going to bring up Jimmy's wife in this? This is wigger on wigger crime.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I got half nigger children, and I'm telling you right now, don't bring them up. Because me and mine, we won't bring no more than our cheese and mayonnaise sandwich over every time we have our meetings now. Don't talk about my grandchildren now. Constantine, you better tell him. Now he can talk.
Jimmy,
talk
well, Jimmy,
talk to me.
Jimmy better find something to do with his wife with all that junk in her trunk. I don't know, cause she's not gonna put her junk in my bomb shelter, in our hideaway. She's not coming, buddy. She's not coming with us.
Well, Sammy, go ahead and play that there on the video, man. Let's get on with it.
Actually better in the 1940s. It was bad. It was evil. But what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
Maybe they were afraid. I mean, 4,000 black men, women, and children were killed in violent lynch mobs.
That's your explanation. But I guess,
racial terror permeated American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is worse than it has been
that affected
in the last 80 years.
The generational psyche of an entire group of people?
Well, I'm sure it did. I'm not discounting. Actually better in the 1940s. It was bad.
He said blacks were better during slavery than now. That's what Charlie Kirk said.
Well, the thing about it, Hebrew, in certain instances, I would have to agree with him, but not in the way that he means it. You know, we had a better marriage rate. Our family stuck together more. You know what I'm saying? We did love each other more back then, but hell, we were slaves. We didn't have no other choice. We was all we had, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, play that video with our boy Mike up there at you know our boy the one I sent you.
I got to step. Hey, they got me loaded, Hebrew. I got to step away. Y'all gonna have to bring out some scripts. I got to get out the door. They got my paperwork. I'm sorry,
okay.
Hebrew.
All right, bet. I got some scripts.
And bring them out. I'll get them for you.
All right, give me Isaiah 34. Yeah, give me Isaiah 34 and read verses 1 and 2.
Let me know when you're ready.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
So,
okay.
So stop right there, Hebrew. So as we look at what's happening in this country, right, and we see that they've turned their militaries up on our people. Now, don't get me wrong, Cortez and KG. Y'all don't get me wrong. We gotta stop doing this to one another. We gotta stop unaliving one another. And our people, we live in such poverty and such hardships to where we turn on one another. We're like crabs in a barrel. We don't want to see the next person have any more than what we have. And if they do have, we'll rob them or we'll unalive them and we'll take it. But it's only because of what we've been taught to do. We have been taught this violence. We have been taught to live this way. We have been taught that when I look at Brother Cortez and Brother KG, I don't see a man. I see a op. I see a wigger. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Willie Lynch.
That's right, Hebrew. But that scripture told us that for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon their armies. So I know it feels helpless in this hour. And it feels like we don't have anybody. Because even the people in Gaza and even the people over there in Ukraine, you have the nations meeting up, the world courts meeting up and talking and discussing how they can stop the genocide of these people. But nobody, I mean nobody, is coming to our rescue. Nobody is holding world meetings and saying, look at what the United States is doing to its Israelite people or the black people of their country. They have took the military on their own citizens. You don't see the news. Nobody on the news is saying this, brother. We at war. Y'all think about it, man. The military might of the United States of America have been turned on its own citizens. We are under military occupation. Nobody's talking about it. Africa's not talking about it. Saudi Arabia is not talking about it. India's not talking about it. Russia's not talking about it. China not talking about it. Nobody cares about us, brother. These people can start shooting tanks and dropping nuclear bombs in our communities. Nobody would say a word, man. But the Most High said,
until it show up on their doorstep.
The Most High said, my fury is up on their armies. So we aren't alone. It seems like we don't have anybody. It seems like we're stuck, but we serve a God that'll fight our battles. But we got to turn from our wicked ways. We got to stop sinning and turn and pray and cry out. And he said that his fury will be upon their armies. And that's a universal judgment too. That's not just here in the United States, because we suffering this way in every country. Give me Jeremiah 30 and 16, KG.
All right. 30 and 16.
Because the Most High's judgment is a mirror.
That's right.
Did y'all hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
The Most High's judgment is a mirror.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Bring it out.
Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and
Huh.
all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So this is what we have to look forward to. Black man, black woman, black boy, black girl, all the Israelites of the earth, the blacks, the black Hispanics, and the black Native Americans, those that are Israelites. This is what we have to look forward to. Hebrew, give me Zechariah 14 and read verse 3 and then skip down to verse 12.
All right. Get there. Zephaniah. Well, yeah, Zach. Here we go. You said Zechariah,
14 to 3 and then
then
skip
jump
down to
to it.
12.
All right, Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 3. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of battle. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
This is thermonuclear warfare. These weapons that they've built to destroy us, the Most High is going to cause them to use those weapons on one another.
That's right.
This is what we have to look forward to. And one thing about it, what goes around comes around, right?
Yes, sir.
Go to Galatians chapter 6 and read verse 7.
Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
And this is what you saw and what we are seeing that's going on in this country now. Every time they do something to our people, the Most High send a school shooter. Every time they do something to our people, the Most High send a plague. Every time they do something to our people, the Most High send a tornado. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you gonna stop putting your hands on my children. Give me Obadiah 1 and 15.
All right. Amos. Yeah, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou
Read
hast
that
done.
again. Read that
For,
again.
for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
That's right.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
So everything that you do to us is going to be returned upon your head. Everything you do, you're not getting away with anything. Hebrew, give me Sirach 27 and read 25 through 27.
All right. Get there. Sirach 27, 25. Sirach chapter 27 and verse 25. Whoso casteth the stone on high casteth it on his own head, and a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh.
All praises to the Most High. So whosoever casteth the stone on high, cast it upon his own head. In a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. And I know when he was sitting there and he said, gang violence, he never saw it coming. He never saw it coming. He wasn't convicted of all the smear campaigns that he's gone on against our people. He didn't feel bad about stirring up hate in this country toward our people that's causing his people to inflict violence upon us. He didn't care. But the Most High cares. Give me Proverbs 26 and 27. This will be the last one, Hebrew.
All right, give me 1 second. My background ain't too loud, is it still?
No, you good.
You said Proverbs 26 and 7?
26 and 27.
27, all right. Let's get that.
This will be the last one, Hebrew. We'll
All
end
right.
it right here. I'm gonna do
All right, Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
all praises to the Most High. So, in conclusion, the raging of the heathen is nothing new to our people. It's the same rebellion that began in the Garden of Eden. It carried on through Pharaoh, through Nebuchadnezzar, through the Greeks, the Romans, and even in today's ruling class. They rage because they despise the covenant. They despise the law and the promises given to our people. But their rage is in vain. For Yahweh has declared judgment on every nation that lifts his hands against his chosen people. From Genesis to Revelation, and confirmed even in the Apocrypha, we see the same pattern. What goes around comes back around. The nations that enslaved, oppressed, and murdered our people will themselves face captivity, destruction, and they will be put to shame. The Most High has appointed a day of reckoning where the oppressed will be lifted up and the oppressor shall be brought low. As it is written, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. This is not just history. This is prophecy unfolding before our eyes, before our very eyes. And it is also a message of hope. So though the heathens may rage, their end has already been written in the books. Our rise is guaranteed, and the justice of our God will never fail. So family, let's not be discouraged by the oppression. Let's not be afraid to stand up for the Most High God and his Son. Let's stand together in unity, walking, talking, breathing the commandments, the laws, and the statutes of the God of Israel. So with that being said, family, that's the lesson. All praise to the Most High. Thank y'all for y'all interaction with us in the chat. Hey, this thing got good. I wish we had more time. We may have to continue this. Y'all brothers got anything?
No, sir. I don't have anything that comes to mind other than, you know, we gotta put them feast days up. That's about it. That's all I got.
Okay.
I love when we do current events. Like you said, we do need to do more of them.
Oh, yeah. So, family, that's all we got. We don't have any announcements. So I'm gonna take us out of here with that goes.
Hey, excellent class, Hebrew.
Yeah.
Hey, great lesson. Great lesson, Hebrew.
Shout out to Hebrew. Do a shout out and
Oh yeah. Do the shout out.
Another, like I said, another great one in the books, man. Well needed in this hour. All right, let me scroll to the top. All right, we got Stephen Israel. Shalom, Hebrew. We got Brother Wayas. Shalom to you, beloved brother. We got Yazwiel Yehuda. Hey, Mike, did you ever get to the video before we close out?
Yeah, he showed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we played it.
Okay, Road Warriors. Shalom. Warriors, you on that 2 or 3 times. Warriors again. Yazwiel Yehuda. Okay, Shadariya Yasharal. Shalom to you, sis. Sister Arlene Foster. Shalom to you, TT. Sister Jim. Shalom to you, sis. Who else we got? We got Kenaz Ben Yehuda. Shalom to you.
We even had dark skinned brother in here tonight.
Okay, shalom to Brother Dark. Brother Dark stay showing up. That's what I'm talking about, Hebrew.
No, dark skinned brother.
Oh, I thought you said dark. Okay, yeah, we got 2 dark skinned. Dark skinned brother and dark T. Okay. Psalms 91 swore. Shalom to you, sis. We missed you last night. Let's see who else. We got Sister Brenda Hill in the building. Shalom to you, sis. We got who else? Emal Marie Duke. Shalom, Emal. Hope all is well with you tonight. It was good hearing you last night on the prayer line. Who else? Okay, there go DSB. Shalom to you again, DSB. Who else? My too much for you, shalom, sis. Tuvaya, Yasharal, shalom, my beloved brother. Who else? I think there's hold on, Mr. Power 2, aka okay, Miss DSB, all right. Who else? Y'all bear with me, I'm almost done. Mother Mary, shalom to you, mama. Shalom. And that's everybody.
All right, all praise to the Most High. Okay. Hallelujah. All right, with that being said, family, we out.
Black Hebrew Israelites are described as a black nationalist hate group with militant overtones. They believe blacks are the true descendants of the biblical Israelites. Israelites, and many of their sects are anti-white.
Yeah. The Constitution said we're equal, but to me it's just two lines on the page. Took our pride from us like two lines in a cage. Found out with the main actors just got knocked off the stage. With mirror DNCs and smoke screen burning sage. They take it, they twist it, they claim it, they flip it, they steal it, they print it, they rob us and then tell us we trip. Yeah, they stole us, they bought us, they sold us, they followed us, they persecuted us for following Christ like Stephen and Moses. East our sponsors the lies, try to use the word as a weapon. Black pastors tell our people the white men the one that we should rep. To walk in the church and close the curtain and give a confession like he the one to give remission of sin and hand out the blessing. They sell us trauma, call it culture, then profit from it. He brings a poison through the movie, we some walking dummies. Every song got a murder, every movie we in chain, every stick got a switch, every feeling wearing brain.
Every time Esau taught he, and all the preachers in the pulpit they, all the pictures that they showed, and all the stories that they told. Every time they gave us the history they, and we forgot who we were, cause they, time and time again they, so we remain in sin, cause they.
Chapter 5 and 29. Then Peter and all the apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
Lied about no 316, lied about the olive tree. Stole my identity, that why they scared to acknowledge me. Put all the Gentiles in one pot to hide all the prophecy. Logically, you been lying, see my forefather breed. Change the faces of the prophets. The prophet made us bend to their logic. Told them we were savages while feeding us narcotics. Gave us power words and time cards. Minimum wage when the time hard. False doctrine over century. Got our people mind scarred. Propaganda, denomination, proclamation, reparation. Got the situation looking hella deceitful. Systematically evil. Fuck integration. I'd rather have segregation. Cut out my own ears before I believe you. The roles gon' reverse on who need who. No longer had to alleviate you nor appease you. Run to your house before I turn back. And when the lies get exposed, how you gon' turn around the fact that
every time Esau taught he, and all the preachers in the pulpit they, all the pictures that they showed, and all the stories that they told. Every time they gave us the history they, and we forgot who we were, cause they, time and time again they, so we remain in sin, cause they. False doctrine in the church they were selling, they ain't never buy. Before I ever tasted the truth, I knew they would feed me a lie. Swing your sword proper, bring out scripture, watch them try to deny. Christianity's a drug, they're white, Jesus got them high. I've been thinking I would last and blast to be seen as equal. Collection plate leavers with short cake and then they deserve our big power in numbers. If we encountered each other, we'll be lethal. But as long as we live backwards, we creating evil. A bunch of storytellers for the fiction section that don't wanna see us. Stole our identity and put it on wax, cause they wanna be us. Everything to defeat us, defeat the gate to defeat us. Did us as dirty as they could and they try to whitewash our leaders. Man, I'm way past ready to make a change. No more just accepting without making them dogs explain. The house of Jacob provide, the house of Joseph for flame. I'ma let them use me as a weapon, I'ma take them out in his name. I know they. Every time Esau taught he, and all the preachers in the pulpit they, all the pictures that they showed, and all the stories that they told. Every time they gave us the history they, and we forgot who we were, cause they, time and time again they, so we remain in sin, cause they. Can't wait till he come back. I 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 can't wait till he come back. Man, I can't wait till he come back.
The Black Hebrew Israel.